Picture this. There is a building. This building has bars all over the window and the doors. This building has one entrance and one exit filled with metal detectors and armed agents screaming, "Take your shoes off." Laptops out the bag. No belts, no buckles, no bottles. Single filed line. This building, you get about 45 minutes of outside time, and the food tastes terrible. Even though politicians will try to tell you that it's nutritious. So let me ask you, what did I just describe? JFK Airport? Scholars and activists would suggest that I'm describing a school. So at this school that I just described, would you attend? Would you show up? Would you graduate? And if you did, would you feel like you belonged? Using the biggest student survey, a part of the New York City Department of Education, I answered the question, what are the connections between community engagement and students feeling like they belong? I answered questions like, what are the connections between conflict resolution and feeling a sense of belonging at your specific school? This survey asked students to rate their sense of belonging on a scale from strongly agree to I'm never coming back here. Over 15,942 respondents, including all 52 transfer schools, which is good for me because that's where my research is situated. Transfer schools, the second chance school, the often forgotten, the myth and the misnomers of these students are too old to be in high school. You know, the age of a senior but the credits of a freshman, the truly under-resourced transfer schools. As a social worker and activist coming into this work, I knew that students don't want to come to school when their school looks like a jail. They don't want to come to class when they can't speak their native language. They don't want to show up if they can't wear their own cultural attire. My research found that when students agreed with the statement, "This school encourages me to pursue talents outside of academics," their sense of belonging increased by 0.62 percentage points. This was a similar increase when schools practiced community building events that included all students, specifically students living with disabilities. Students had a stronger or reported stronger sense of belonging when they knew where to go to receive mental health services. So when students are actively taking part in resolving their own conflict, reporting higher sense of belonging. When they know where to get services for mental health, higher sense of belonging. When they have a teacher who asks them how they're doing, higher sense of belonging. So picture this. There is a building where everyone knows your name, where you can hear the laughs in the hallway, where the teachers ask you how you're doing, where there are more counselors than cops, more books than bars. So I ask you, what am I describing? If you said a school, then you're right. But it might not always be this way. Right now, our public education system is under threat. My research has become one of the leading areas in restorative justice practices in New York City. This summer, the Panel for Education Policy is voting. It's more than a dissertation. This is the work. Let your voice be heard. Thank you. They were great. They were great.